I'm taking you on a tour of the ICCC in Nashville, one of the biggest toy and pop culture conventions. I'm not only going on a massive toy hunt, but this year I was asked to host panels. Plus, I got access to interview some of the guest stars, including Indiana Jones and Lord of the Rings star John Rhys-Davies. So join me on this 3-day adventure for coverage of this event like none other you've seen. So let's go.
It is 5 o'clock in the morning, and right now I'm waiting for my Uber driver. I have my bags all ready to go, so now it's just on to the airport. I slept on the plane and it felt like 5 minutes to get here. No joke, seriously. Oh my god, gas is so cheap here. Here we are at the hotel finally. Here's the room. Not bad at all. Nice and spacious. Got the camera gear ready to go. It's gonna be a good weekend.
At the ICCC, one of the cool things are the lobby and room sales. And even before the event starts, there are collectors setting up and selling items. And one of those items I found, a Star Wars #1 comic book on sale for $300, and I made a deal for $275. And I also picked up this mint on card tri-logo Han Solo because I'm trying to complete the Return of the Jedi mint on card run. And I also ran into other friends in the lobby that I haven't seen in a long time. And that's what's cool about conventions like the ICCC. It feels like a family reunion. Most of the people here I talk to online, and some are fans of the channel, but it's always great to see and meet people here. And I also met Tim from Bosk's Bounty for the first time in person. So this is really day one. This is Friday, VIP day. Today is gonna be the big shopping day. I'm going to try and get everything off of my list. And the reason why I want to go and do this on day one is because there's only 300 people that are VIP. So we get to roam the floor, check out all the vendors there before everyone gets here on Saturday. And there's the Collectors Roundtable, which I'm hosting. I'm actually kind of nervous for that because instead of a camera, there's gonna be an audience. The first thing I grabbed was this Jabba the Hutt dungeon for $325. It has all the figures and baggies and complete contents, but the contents aren't sealed, so I can set this up and showcase it. I'm gonna be showcasing this boxed item in an upcoming episode. I also ran into fellow YouTuber Jose at General Kenobi's bunker. Since this is VIP day, there's virtually no lines to get autographs, and one that I really wanted to get was Ian McDiarmid, who plays the Emperor. So I just picked up the TVC version of the Emperor. I'm gonna get that signed. Like, look how calm this room is. You get to meet the actors you wanna meet. There is no thousands and thousands of people who are just ushering you in and ushering you out and like a cattle call. You get to come here, use your VIP badge, and get in a calm situation where you can actually talk to the actors, get your autographs, and get a really great experience with the people that you're big fans of. So if you come here, I highly recommend getting the VIP badge. Then I went to CAS, who has a booth there, and I submitted it for a grade. The ICCC was being held at the New Farm Bureau Convention Center, and there is a ton of space, not only for the vendor expo, but for food trucks. That was my first time having a fried bologna sandwich. It was so freaking good. There is also a video game room, a table game room, a podcast studio, a music stage, VIP green room, and an awesome main stage where on VIP day, I got to host my first panel, interviewing some amazing collectors. But there's something here for everybody. There's even helicopter rides. I want these lightsabers. One signed by Rosario and one signed by Ashley Eckstein. But the lightsabers were selling for $2,000. And I wanted to make a deal, but the owner of those won't be there until tomorrow. So we found something else on our list. The 1983 Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight. It was listed for $350. It's unpunched, the bubble is only slightly yellow, and it's in great shape. And the card itself is in beautiful shape. I asked for it for $325 if I paid cash, and the owner accepted. So as I'm walking out, the last thing I'm getting today on the VIP day, my shopping day, I'm finally getting the Emperor carded for $100, which is a really great deal for a carded Emperor. Before I go to the room sales tonight, had to pick this guy up. And there is a reason why I like to come on VIP day, because there's not that many people. You can just walk around. It's nice and quiet. You can actually talk to people. And plus, you get first dibs at everything that's on the show floor. Before today ends, I went to the lobby sale back at the hotel, and you can get some really great deals. On this night, I picked up an 80 graded Orange Snake Yoda for $170 and a graded Ahsoka Tano 2008 rookie card from my friend Sam Sams. I got that for $100. And he also graciously gifted us this amazing Ahsoka Tano 2022 TBC 102 re-release graded at an 85+. I was in shock and I absolutely love this item. And I was also gifted this beautiful custom from my friend Wampa Slap. And tomorrow, there are going to be thousands of people here. So I'm going to enjoy the quiet for as long as I can, because tomorrow, it's gonna get nuts. It is day 2 of the ICCC. Yesterday, it was all about shopping. I got some great things, as you saw, but today, the public is here, thousands of people. I'm gonna show you everything that's inside this con, take you through a tour as if you're here with us. So let's go inside. One awesome aspect of the ICCC is getting to interview people you have seen in your favorite movies. On day 2, I got to meet and interview many of them, including John Rhys Davies, who played Sala in Indiana Jones, and Gimli in Lord of the Rings. I've talked to a lot of people at this convention. I've asked them, what's your favorite moment coming to the ICCC? Every one of them has said, meeting you, what does that mean to you?
It means actually quite a lot. I guess the truth is that I owe my audience far more than they realize. I do not really think I was a nice man when I was younger. And why? Because I don't think I really like people. And one of the things that I have learned coming to fan conventions is how rich people are. And slowly I learned to love them more and more. So it actually means quite a lot to me.
This year marks the Return of the Jedi's 40th anniversary, and Femi Taylor, who played Oola, was there.
And I met the late director, Richard Markman, and I said, look, what is this for? And he said, well, look, and he's very apologetic. He said, we can't say anything. But anyway, can you dance? I said, yes, I am a trained dancer. He said, we'll probably invite a few of you back to dance. So I got a phone call, getting a second audition. And we did this very grueling audition. And then at the end of it, when I was going up to the town, so I did the original cast of Cats. I was doing enough of the time. I found out that I got the part in Oola. So that was amazing. So I knew Star Wars had its own sort of entity already. So getting into Return of the Jedi and filming it, and I sort of say it's like a job.
Yeah.
It was like a different job.
I also had a chance to meet some YouTube stars, including guest star at the ICCC, Carly King, who's a stunt person, cosplayer, as well as a lightsaber aficionado.
I've done martial arts my whole life, so I took basically my knowledge of Kali, which is a Filipino martial art, which is basically stick fighting, and sword and bow staff. So basically taking the movements of that, the hand movements, all of that, the weight, learning the weight of it, helped do saber stuff.
So you were born a Jedi, pretty much.
Pretty much.
There's some amazing art here, and one of my favorite artists from my childhood is Guy Gilchrist, who worked with Jim Henson and has done some art for other major franchises, such as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
The reason I do this, it brings me joy to make people happy. When I was working with Jim, I already knew that I was a little molecule in this universe of creativity and joy and silliness that was going to go on and on and on. It's an incredible life. I've been in a lot of cool rooms.
Yeah.
Where stuff was happening,
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I also ran into up-and-coming YouTube star Chelsea Skywalker, who was interviewing me while I was interviewing her.
What is your favorite movie out of the first 3?
It's the second one, Empire Strikes Back. Wait, what's your favorite?
Return of the Jedi.
Well, she said it like, of course, Return of the Jedi.
Everybody loves Empire Strikes Back, and I'm just like, Return of the Jedi.
And I got to talk to the godfather of Kenner Toys, the toy designer who started it all, Jim Swearingen.
It's really exciting to come and meet people again and then meet new people. I love seeing that. I've done it for a few years now, and it's never gets old to come into a thing, sit and talk to all these people, just expressing how much they enjoy Star Wars.
There are so many people here to meet and talk to, so many stories, and so many cool people who love everything pop culture. I also went back to Cool Lightsabers to ask the owner if he would sell me the Ahsoka Tano lightsabers. You have some of the most, I would say, artistic sabers and best built sabers that I've seen here.
We have our premium movie replica collection. We have our kit sabers, which are more entry level, some simple designs. And then we have our custom sabers.
There's a lightsaber that you have already built, and it's signed by two people that I'm a huge fan of, and you really don't see these together, at least signed.
To the best of my knowledge, to have them with both signatures, there's only 2 sets in the world.
Yeah.
And one of them's in my private collection, and then there's this one.
I am going to buy these.
Okay.
So these are now my lightsabers. So what did I pay for them? $1,825, making these the most expensive item in my collection, but one of the crown jewels in my collection, as I've talked about getting these for about 2 years now, and having them autographed by the actresses that play Ahsoka Tano, that's just the icing on the cake. I also got to hang out backstage with the cast of Rebels from the animated series, and I got to witness 2 people getting married on the main stage. I also learned how to play sabacc, and in a future video, I'll show this entire segment in case you've ever wanted to learn. So if you're liking the content so far, please hit that like button, and please subscribe to see more Star Wars and collecting content. I ended the day with a very special event. There was a demolition derby, which was so much fun to watch. And tomorrow is day 3, the final day. And on day 3, I thought my shopping was done, but I finally get something that I've been looking for ever since I started collecting. And before I go into the event, I've never tried Crackle Barrel, and a bunch of collectors have said, you gotta try that place before you leave Tennessee, so that's what I'm gonna do. That was great. Now let's head to the con. This con was special to me because it's the first time I was invited to host panels, and one that I was really looking forward to was interviewing Kim Simmons, the photographer whose art is on the toys, catalogs, and store ads that you and I loved as kids. It was such an honor doing that panel, and there's a link to watch that full panel in the description. And I got to watch my buddy Carly King host the cosplay contest, and I have to applaud her for getting in her Stormtrooper armor in less than 2 minutes, with the help from the Hannah Klein, that is. Every event held on the main stage was special, from watching the Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary panel, the Emperor himself, Ian McDiarmid, John Rhys-Davies, the Rebels cast, or the cosplay event. And the winner of the cosplay contest was this cat's outfit.
I started making these about 4 years ago, so getting to win a cosplay contest is a dream.
I've done a lot of stuff today. What I'm gonna do next, the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk the floor, take my time, because there's always something that I miss. I picked up this Ahsoka Tano Clone Wars number 17 that I have been looking for a long time. And I happened to see an Anakin Skywalker coin. Now, these have been selling for $700 when I started collecting 2 years ago, and the prices are coming down now. And this one, I was able to pick up for $300. I was ecstatic that this is now in my collection. Should this be the last thing that I buy? But I think because I bought an orange Snake Yoda this trip, I gotta get a brown Snake Yoda, and I'm not even gonna send in a remote figure that's gonna get in 90. Get a little 90 plus. But thanks to Ted Fortney and his wife, they made a deal with me and I bought this for $400. I got it. It's sad to start seeing all the booths being packed up and shipped off, friends saying goodbye until next year, but what a great convention and experience. So I just got back to my hotel room and I wanted to do a recap of this whole trip
while it was still fresh in my mind. And really, it's just like I walked out of a dream. I have to thank everybody at the ICCC, first off, because it was such a great convention. I got to meet and hang out with so many new people this time. Coming to this convention doesn't feel like a regular convention. It really feels like a homecoming full of friends and full of people who I really get to meet throughout the year, but not in person. And meeting the celebrities is great, but really getting a chance to work with the ICCC and interview them and, you know, get to have those backstage moments, those are priceless. And the items that I collected and the things that are here that you get to see, I brought home some great things, and it's a one-of-a-lifetime experience, and I look forward to it. I was telling somebody that this is like my New Year's. It allows me to get refreshed, and it rejuvenates my excitement for collecting for the rest of the year. So if you haven't experienced the ICCC yet, you gotta join me next year, because I just got invited to be another main stage presenter and work on some more panels, which I'm excited about. And getting to be a part of the ICC Con in that respect, it was an honor, and it was also a good way to give back to this community, to the other collectors and fans. It's great to meet people who watch my channel and get a chance to talk to them. So I have nothing but great things to say about this whole convention and the experience and the new venue that it was in. As the convention grows, it's just going to grow more and more. And I think that's the perfect place to set a convention, because it just feels so different. It's like, it's a great family experience. So if you want to bring out your whole family, this is the convention to do it to, because you get to really meet the celebrities that you want to meet in a more intimate setting, get a chance to talk to them on more of a one-on-one basis. So getting to meet my heroes and everyone that I've seen on the screen for years was just a treat. And as I'm packing this whole weekend up into a couple suitcases, it was an experience of a lifetime, one that I won't forget, and one that I'm really looking forward to next year.
Thank you for joining me on this episode. And if you found this video interesting, please give it a like. And also, please consider subscribing. To make these videos possible, please join my community on Patreon. Or you can join my community right here on YouTube as a member. I thank all my supporters. Without your support, these videos would not be possible. And as always, my friends, thank you, and I will see you next time. This is the Pepsi can before it gets recycled. This is the Pepsi can after it gets recycled.
If you're new to the channel, check out the welcome video, or just check out the next episode. And please subscribe if you want to follow the journey. And remember, there is no shame in being a Padawan.